Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show, Red Pill Edition. My name is Leon Jones. And in this segment, we'll talk about the Manosphere Meetup. So the title of tonight's video is I'm going to the Manosphere Meetup. I'm going to the Manosphere Meetup. Right now, I am sitting in my home here in Lafayette, Indiana, but I will be on the road to Atlanta. And I just want to say shout out to Little Big Nate, Theo, for coordinating this event. And I will tell you something. They are very serious about the Manosphere, and I salute that. They're going to be down there at a nice hotel called the Westin Buckhead, and the conference room is fantastic. I mean, the whole area, that part of Atlanta, is something to see. But for the most part, I just want to give the brothers a shout out who are participating during this first Manosphere Meetup. And there's another one coming up as well. Be on the lookout. And from the success this one is having, according to Brother Big Nate, shout out to him, this event could spread countrywide, but that's in the future. But right now, if you want to see some of the brothers who are already there, Brother Nate has already done a 30-second video that featured Sir Tice, Minister Jap, him, and Obsidian's boy. He's from Michigan. I forgot his name, but I'll remember it. But Bernard Riley, that's his name, Bernard Riley. So those four brothers are already there, and it should be a fun time. Now, like I said, I live up here in Indiana where it's a little colder, but down in Atlanta, it is much nicer. But also some other shout outs I want to give, because I saw a video the other day, and it was a very positive video. Shout out to Mahoghany Rootz and BMT. They're working together doing something as well. And I'd like to see that. If you want to collaborate with like-minded people, that's what you should do. Everybody doesn't think alike. And one thing that needs to happen, and everybody knows it, we need to get away from this silly beefing. Certainly it makes money. A lot of people like it. But in the end, it is time consuming. It's hard enough to get up and go to work every day. Hard enough making YouTube videos. But with individuals constantly beefing over nothing, just wasting time. But I understand why you guys are doing it, because it also gets clicks and views. And I understand that YouTube is a business. So if it's working for you, although I don't agree with it, go ahead and do your thing. But I'll be doing my thing down in Atlanta, Georgia, to be part of it. And I want to give you a shout out, Reg. I wish you would come. You've been in these YouTube streets quite a long time. Shout out to my boy, Osama Abdu. He's always on Nate's panel. He's not going to be coming this year, but believe he's looking forward to the next one. And yes, they are talking about 2022 already when the climate is warm. Now, the Manosphere Meetup was supposed to be last month, but it got pushed back to this month. But overall, I'm just doing a video to let you know that I'm happy for the guys. I'm happy to be someone they invited. And it's good that YouTubers collaborate. It's going to make it much easier to do panels because let's just be honest. Now, I cam up all the time, but there are a number of individuals who don't cam up. So the ones who don't cam up, you may have an opportunity to see. I know Obsidian's going to be down there. He's going to be a speaker. Theo Waff is going to be a speaker. Sir Tice is going to be speaking. Bernard Wright is going to be speaking. Little Big Nate is going to be speaking. I believe Little Big Nate is going to have his son down there as well. And of course, when you get down there in the Atlanta area, there's going to be food and festivities. Now, the facility has been paid for by Theo. Shout out to him. We have to pay for our own food. That's okay. But why I'm putting this video out is very simple. There are a number of individuals who believe that this wasn't going to happen. And to show you something, when men really put their minds together, and I should say Black men, because most Black men, they're good for talking up a game, not playing the game. Brothers put together an event, and it is going to help networking. And with this event happening, you know, here on YouTube, and I want to say this, I don't tell people what to do with their content, but I know the biggest subject that's been on Black YouTube for a few weeks are the 304s winning. I want to say something about that. I don't really care if they're winning or not. And they're only winning if you are contributing to it. Now, politically, yes, the rules are slanted toward the 304s and women, period. The government is slanted toward women. Women have the safety net. This is why you have never heard me say winter is coming for a number of these women, because at the end of the day, there are going to be enough simps out there that are going to keep them from having the thawness of winter take them down. But in the long run, this Manosphere Meetup, I believe it's going to be a good event. Again, a number of us that are going to be participating in the event are all on YouTube. We're all on the panels. And I'm going to say this, whether you believe in a manosphere or not, if you brothers out there have like-minded brothers, start an event with one another. I mean, if you really want to make something happen, the best thing to do is put it together, not talk about it. Put it together and not talk about it. Because if you really want to be respected for your work in this country, production is respected, talk is nullified. nobody wants to hear us. They want to see what we do. And with this meetup, it's going to be a time for individuals to bond. That's the biggest part. And there may be some individuals who disagree with each other. But the bottom line is down in Atlanta, Georgia, it's going to be an event that it's going to bring YouTubers together. And I'm proud of any brother. Shout out to C Boogie. Some people may not like him, but he had his self-improvement conference. Regardless of how it turned out, he tried it. But there are going to be more events taking place. But in the long run, you have to look at the objective of this meetup. The objective is business friendships, YouTube friendships, networking. I know Brother Theo is going to be teaching guys IT. Now, I'm not an IT guy, so I'm not going to participate in that event. But in the long run, the event is taking place. There are going to be videos shot from Atlanta, Georgia. And I just want everybody who is going to be safe, especially if you're coming from my neck of the woods. It's a little warm down in Atlanta, I heard. But I just want to say to all the brothers who are participating in this event, God bless you. Because in the end, do you want to keep on having these silly beefs, or do you want to have friendships? Do you want to network? You want to have businesses? What it takes is brothers having a common goal. Just like I saw in that BMT and Mahoghany Rootz video. And again, shout out to them. We need more of that. See, what I see in social media has become part of our lives. And in the end, we have substituted it for the real world. Now, again, for those individuals who don't like the Manosphere, I can understand your point of view. I have my objections about it as well. However, if you have guys in your circle, because let's be honest, YouTube is circles. Everybody has a circle. Try to meet up with one another. To me, that's a lot better, because when we actually get on panels, cam up, do content, we will have more comfortability because we've seen each other in person. So what I'm doing tonight is just doing my Manosphere video, because I'm on my way to bed. It's 10:30 Eastern time. I'm gonna be on the road tomorrow to Atlanta. And again, shout out to the brothers who are participating in this event, and the ones who aren't, look for 2022 and beyond. Because if this one works out well, best believe there'll be plenty more to come. So everybody will have a chance, because I always say this: you want to build relationships, or do you want to continue to have friction? The choice is yours. And that's my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube. If you like what I just presented, please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are looking for some educational content, check out my Mind of STEM channel. On that channel, I give you a daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. Lately, I have been talking about the micro world, and the micro world deals with food bacteria, safety, and sanitation. I'm going to continue with that topic, but I also talk about topics like complex numbers, industrial engineering, and etymology as well. And I do have a blog talk radio show. I have to get that going again. 215-383-5785 is the number. Now, if you cannot find me on YouTube, Blog Talk Radio, you can check me out on Twitter, MeWe, and Parler, and LinkedIn. Now, here's how this goes. For my Mind of STEM channel, Twitter and LinkedIn are the best places to go because that content is educational content. When it comes to the social issues and the politics, of course, Twitter, as long as it's clean. Then there's Parler and MeWe. Those channels, Parler and MeWe, they're basically free speech channels. So, with all that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. Be blessed for what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have. Always know that the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. And if you're having issues with yourself, or if you're having issues with others, take time to get to know yourself. However, when topics are discussed and they're not about you, I say this: if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But the shoe fits, wear it. If you don't like the shoe, change it. And once again, it's my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. I call this the Manosphere Meetup edition. But until next time, my name is Leon Jones. I want you all to have a wonderful and gracious night. God bless you. I'm out.